All right, Shalom. This is the brother Yawanathan about Shalom coming at you in the lesson through the spirit and power Yahweh Shema Shai. First and foremost, as always, I want to start by giving all praises and glorifications to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone well. Peace, love, salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of earth, preaching his word in truth and sincerity. Shalom. All right, this is going to be a lesson basically on the word of the week, and the word of the week is time. All right, now I got two phrases regarding the word. All right, first I'm gonna deal with time is of the essence. Okay, I'm gonna get right into it. It says time is of the essence is a legal phrase in contracts, meaning that specified deadlines or material terms, not flexible targets. It requires immediate, strict compliance with deadlines, such as closing dates or inspection periods. With failure to perform or time constituting a material breach of contract. All right, so you have time of the essence here, and pretty much, you know, everybody's on the Most High's time, including Esau, Edom. Okay, which I'm gonna get that scripture. So we brought it out Wednesday night lesson. Job 14 and 5. Let me get it right now. You know, because he ain't, like I say, every time he brought out, you know, he's gonna go past his deadline of getting his new world order established, or his time ruling. Okay, so he's on borrowed time, which I'm gonna get that phrase too. Okay, it says, "Sing." This is Job 14 and 5. It says, "Sing, his days are determined; the number of his months are with thee." And that's talking about the Most High, because everything's predestinated from the very beginning. Okay, when you read Isaiah 46 and I believe 10, you know, he predestined everything from the very beginning, including Esau's rulership or current rulership, which we're in now. Okay, so it says again, "Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass." So this devil is speeding up. We see him speeding up with his new world order. All right, with everything happening, the government shutdown, you know, pretty much happening right now. Okay, who knows what they can do with this partial shutdown this time? You know, stopping the funding of DHS, which can lead holes for T attacks, man. Okay, which will really be the perfect time of, you know, getting it cracking, so to speak, like they say on the West Coast, man. All right, and implementing that MOTB. Okay, because this devil, you know, has a short time. Now I'm gonna get that in Revelations 12 and 12, man. Okay, so the point, he cannot pass his bounds, man. His time appointed, right? I'm gonna read it one more time from the top. It says, "Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass." So the Lord has appointed a set time and date for Esau to go down. And that's why these devils are moving, all right? Because they seeing that time is running out, man. So time is of the essence, man. You know. So we got to perform. That's why it says in this part. I'm gonna read this part again. It says, "With failure to perform on time constituting a material breach of contract." So they got to perform their new world order, which they're gonna fail any goddamn way. Okay, like it says in Job 20, you know, the Lord's gonna disappoint him, man. Okay, so they're gonna fail anyway. Okay, even though they're moving with urgency. Okay, because time is running out. You had the doomsday clock about a couple of weeks ago, moving up to 85 seconds. So that's another example, okay, of this man's time running out, because you're seeing all the hell and chaos that's happening, which he's orchestrating. Okay, because hey, remember, order ab chaos, meaning order out of chaos. He got to implement that to get his new world order going, man. To push the MOTB. Okay. So get the other phrase on borrowed time, because like I mentioned, he's on borrowed time, right? Okay. It says on borrowed time refers to living or existing longer than expected, particularly after a point where death or failure was anticipated. All right. So this man's kingdom, because we always say, hey, this kingdom, or at least I always say, this kingdom should have been destroyed a long time ago. This devil should have been taken out of power a long time ago, or he should have been wiped out and destroyed a long time ago. Okay? But still, he's on borrowed time, man. So again, it says on borrowed time refers to living or existing longer than expected, because it seems like this kingdom is going on forever, man. You know, he shouldn't have been destroyed, right? It says particularly after a point where death or failure was anticipated, because this is the most wicked society or kingdom ever known to man. And it, like I said, I'm keep reiterating, it shouldn't have been destroyed a long time ago. But the thing is, he's still on borrowed time. He's still going to be taken out. Okay? It says it signifies that a person, object, or situation has received extra time. All right, which really he ain't received no extra time, even though it seems like it. You know, it seems like it, because it just seems like this place is prolonging and prolonging, when really, all right, according to the Most High's time, it's not. Really, he's shortening the days, man. And I'm gonna get that in a minute. It says, but that an inevitable end is likely imminent. See, he has an inevitable end, and it's imminent. That's why they're about to strike Iran, which is going to lead to the war, the end all wars, man. World War III, pushing that MOTB, right? So I'm gonna read this part again. It says, but that an inevitable end is likely imminent. All right, it's still imminent. It's still inevitable that this man's kingdom is on the verge of destruction. Okay. So the Lord is actually shortening the times, man. That's why the days are going by fast. Okay? For the elect's sake, let's get it. This is Matthew 24, and I believe it's 22. Yeah, Matthew 24 and 22. It says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. See, the Lord shortened Esau's time span of ruling. Okay, everything's happening. Prophecy is kicking off, popping off the pages like popcorn, like we always say. Okay, with everything happening, not martial law brewing, right along with World War III, right along with MOTB, man. Okay, and the government shutdown, man. Hey, shit can pop off from this shutdown, man. Okay, to get it, to speed things up even faster. And you know, with that chip, hey, things are just gonna move hyper speed, man. All right, so this devil, he's moving with a sense of urgency again. So I'm gonna end it off. I want to end it off with Revelations 12 and 12. Gotta get this. Okay. It says, therefore rejoice. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe, meaning destruction, to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, Esau, Edom, so-called white man, right? For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. See, his time is short. So we're about the end of a age, a time period, which is from that Greek word world, that particular word world in the Greek, from the Greek aion, which means a period of time or age. We're still in his eon, but it's about to come to a close, and these elites, they know that. Okay, so that's why they're about to come down having great wrath, because their time is short. Look at the allegations and exposure they're getting from these e-files, these PDF files, man. All right, that heat being on their ass. So it's only a matter of time that they pull off that major Black Swan event or T attack to get all that exposure, all that heat off of them. But hey, that'll be their end, though. You know, that'll be their destruction, because they do that, that's only speeding up their rulership coming to an end more, man. So it's either way, they're in dire straits, like I've been saying. Okay, they're in dire straits. These devils know their time is short. Okay, they're moving with a sense of urgency, and hey, they're finna get ready to come down having that wrath. Okay, so I'm gonna end it there. Hey, Lord willing, this was edifying. Again, this lesson was based off the word of the week time. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah. But I want to end off again by saying all praises and glorifications goes to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, that great minister and well, peace, love, salutation to the hopeful elect. Throughout the four corners of the earth, preaching his word in truth and sincerity. I'll say again, Shalom and Kwame Shalom. Shalom.